Hi, my name is Martin Seguin from Parlons Bois. Let's talk about wood. And today I'm going to show you how I build my tenoning jig for the table saw. Honestly, I don't have that need for that jig specifically right now to build tenon. In fact, I'm building another project that you will see in a couple of weeks that require a specific jig for the table saw, which is exactly the same as the tenon jig. And I really consider the jig I'm going to build a finger saver jig. So let's build that. I will use baltic birch, some small piece scrap wood of baltic birch, and honestly, for me, it's the best wood you can use to build that kind of a jig, or whatever jig you have to build. Baltic birch is the way to go. So let's start making it.
Here I'm cutting the piece I need for my guide, and I need 3 pieces. And you have to cut it on the size of your guide for your table saw. One on the left, one on the right, and one on the top. You need to cut 2 triangles that will make the jig stay square to the tabletop, because you can see on the left the pieces is higher than everything else, so I have to make sure that this stays square with everything else. Now it's time to fix everything together, so I'm using the old way of doing it with a little bit of glue and the 18 gauge nail to fix temporarily all the piece together. Do you have a tenoning jig that you build yourself? If it's the case, please talk to me about it in the comments under. And why not taking the time to subscribe to the channel at the same time? The link is on the screen. While fixing the left side, you can see that I'm taking very good attention to the align. And don't put your finger close, you never know. Time to pre-drill, and I'm using over here a bit that is doing the hole for the screw and also the space for the head of the screw to be inside the wood. As you guess, you probably figured out what the next step is. Yes, let's put some screw. Then it's rock solid. Now some holes in order to pass the clamp. So I will drilling over here with Forstner bit. Take care, you never know what's going to happen on the other side. I should have backed myself. You can see that I'm holding the jig on my workbench using some Craig clamp. Very useful, those clamps. I have 4 of them, 1 in each corner. I am drawing over here 1 line on each side of the hole because I will now use my bandsaw in order to cut those lines and empty the space for the clamp back. Watch out when you back up, it's dangerous. Next, sand everything in order to make sure that you don't put some piece of wood in your finger. And also, it may be a jig, but why not making it look nice? Let's practice it. Now I go and I cut on one side of the tenon. Then I will flip the piece of wood and hold it tight. You never know. And I will cut the other side. Next step. Just remove the piece of wood on both sides. I'm not aligning myself because I go rapidly over here. Anyway, it's only to test the jig. And as you can see, the result is perfect.
So this was my video on how to build that tenoning jig. I have a future use of it, and I will show you that in my next video. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.